welcome to SportsLumo's 50 Greatest Olympic Moments for India. I am Siddharth Viswanathan, Editor-in-Chief of SportsLumo, and in this special episode, I will focus upon a trendsetter, an individual who helped pave the way for youngsters to excel. When Abhinav Bindra won the 2008 Beijing gold medal in shooting, it unleashed a revolution in the country when it came to the sport. In 2012, in 2016 and 2020, expectations from Indian shooting reached huge levels. That was because of the exploits of Abhinav Bindra in 2008. You can also add 2004 Rajyavardhan Rathod's silver in Athens. But in 2008 Beijing, there was one more sport that became famous in India. It was the efforts of one individual. He charted an entire path and gave millions of Indians dreams. Wrestling as a sport is very famous in our villages and in our small towns, folks. Especially if we look at it in North India, in places like Haryana, places like Punjab, Maharashtra, and in various other states. Wrestling is considered as one of the best pastimes in sports in their locality. Jadhav had won India's first individual medal in 1952, and that was in wrestling. In the 1952 Helsinki Olympics, Jadhav secured a bronze. It would take India 56 years of pain to ensure that they got another medal. And this individual managed to do it. I'm talking about the legendary exploits of Sushil Kumar and the way how he charted a watershed moment in the history of wrestling in modern India. This is his story of the 2008 Beijing Olympics bronze. In southwest Delhi, in a small hamlet, the family of Sushil Kumar lived. His father was a wrestler who had participated in the 1980 Moscow Olympics, but he could not get a medal. Buoyed by that failure, Sushil Kumar's father wanted his sons to do well in wrestling. They participated in several Akhada tournaments, but due to the financial condition of their family, only Sushil Kumar got the chance. His cousin was a very good wrestler, but he had to quit because finances dictated that the younger Sushil managed to get into the wrestling school or the Akhada, which was there at Chhatrasal Stadium in New Delhi. Slowly, Sushil Kumar was making big waves in the wrestling world. He secured the gold in the cadet championships. He had performed well in the Asian Games, in the Asian Championships, in the Commonwealth. He was all set to make his debut in a grand style in 2004 Athens. But as fate would have it, India, who had backed Sushil Kumar, had to suffer heartbreak. He lost in the very first round to Leandro Quinta of Cuba. Leandro Quinta went on to win the gold, and Sushil Kumar could not repeat his heroics. But he was not undeterred by the loss. He went on to win several more events. The 2006 Asian Games bronze, the Asian Championship silver. At the same time, he had moved to a different category, 60 kilograms. All the successes put him in a good headspace heading into the 2008 Beijing Olympics. There, he encountered Andriy Stadnik. He again lost in the first round. But this time, there was a new rule called the repechage. Every wrestler who lost to that opponent, if that opponent reached the final, everybody would go into the repechage round. This came about in Beijing 2008. Stadnik luckily went to the final, and Sushil had one more chance to redeem himself. He defeated Doug Schwab and one more opponent in the repechage rounds. Now, his opponent in the final repechage round and in the bronze medal match was Leonid Spiridinov. Spiridinov was a very competitive wrestler, folks, and Sushil had to really fight hard to gain glory. He won the first game, but Spiridinov bounced back. In one particular game, Sushil Kumar had attempted a scissor hold by which you could unbalance the opponent and grab him in that scissor hold so that he couldn't get up. It failed for the first time. Spiridinov would have anticipated that he would try it again. But Sushil Kumar was no ordinary wrestler. He was a supremely confident and agile wrestler able to back up his capabilities. Sushil once again attempted the scissor takedown, and this time he succeeded. He had Spiridinov pinned, and Sushil Kumar in one stroke had become a legend. Sushil secured the bronze medal in 2008 Beijing, and it opened the door for believers to enter the world of wrestling. 2008 was a very historic Olympics for a lot of Indians, folks. Abhinav Bindra's gold, the first ever individual gold medal in Indian history, created a revolution in shooting. Vijender Singh's boxing medal gave Indian boxers plenty of hope and dreams. Although you can argue that the achievements of Dinko Singh in 1998 Asian Games in Bangkok gave a lot of boxers hope. But there is no denying the fact that Sushil Kumar's bronze in the 2008 Beijing Olympics was the ultimate trendsetter. And that is how the likes of Yogeshwar Dutt, Narsingh Yadav, Bajrang Punia, Vinesh Fogart, Sakshi Malik, Geeta Babita Fogart all owe their success because of the path Sushil Kumar charted in 2008 Beijing. Sushil Kumar is now on hard times, folks. He's been accused in a murder case. He's been sent to jail. Does that diminish his value of 2008 and 2012? Maybe, maybe not. But in the context of just the Olympics, Sushil Kumar is one of the greatest wrestlers that we have ever produced from India. There can be no denying that. Thank you so much, folks, for watching this special episode of SportsLumo's 50 greatest Olympic moments. In the upcoming episodes, I will focus more on hockey glory. Be it 1964, be it 1932. India hockey in its final throes of glory had given the world plenty to smile about. To know more about those episodes, press the subscribe button, tap the bell icon, like, comment and share, folks, and spread the word of SportsLumo's 50 greatest Olympic moments for India. Thank you. Stay safe.